Good morning, everybody. I'll call the meeting to order. Note that a quorum is present and that each member has before them copies of the material on our agenda today is placed at their rostrum. Today we need to adopt a budget views and estimates letter pursuant to the Congressional Budget Act and House rules. This committee is required to submit to the Budget Committee a letter with its views and estimates relating to the concurrent resolution on the budget with respect to all matters within its jurisdiction. Each member has before them a copy of the committee's views and estimates letter, the proposed letter, that was prepared in consultation with the ranking member, Mr. Peterson, and must be submitted to the committee. The budget views and estimates that we are considering this morning request that the Budget Committee give careful consideration to the significant contributions toward deficit reduction made by the Committee on Agriculture with the passage of the 2014 Farm Bill and substantial reforms these savings entail. As we discussed with Secretary Vilsack yesterday, farm country is facing some troubled economic conditions, and regulatory burdens, trade and tax uncertainties are only making the situation worse. We ask that the Budget Committee take these factors as well as our committee's work ahead into consideration when determining from which congressional committees and missions areas any budget savings should come. Recognize the ranking member for a statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning, everybody. The Budget Views and Estimates letter lays out the Ag Committee's commitment to reducing the deficit, ensuring the programs under its jurisdiction operate efficiently and responsibly. As the letter states, CBO has estimated the 2014 Farm Bill would save $16 billion over 10 years, $23 billion when you count sequestration. We were the one committee that actually stepped up to the plate and reduced the budget deficit last year. Frankly, I would argue that we have done our part, and when it comes to deficit reduction, we're leading the way. Despite this savings and the efforts of the Ag Committee, Ag programs continue to come under attack. The administration recently proposed cuts to crop insurance, and I anticipate, given what we have seen in the past, that the Republican budget will also propose similar cuts. It's important to remember that the purpose of the Farm Bill programs is to provide a safety net during tough economic times, whether for farmers facing falling commodity prices or consumers struggling to put food on the table. Additionally, the committee will again take on the task of reauthorizing CFTC. We produced a bipartisan bill last Congress, and I'm hopeful that we can find, again, some middle ground to address some of the implementation issues we've had with Dodd-Frank without repealing these important financial reforms. Again, I thank the Chair. Look forward to working with him and the other committee members this year, and yield back.
All right, does the ranking member have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the committee approve the letter regarding its views and estimates so that it may be forwarded to the Budget Committee.
We have a debatable motion. Any member wish to speak on the motion?
Mr. Chairman. Vicki.
Yes, Vicki. Ladies, recognized for 5 minutes.
Sure. I just want to commend this committee for writing this letter. It is very, very well written, not only clearly outlining the good work that we did on the Farm Bill and how it's benefiting producers, but also laying out the challenges that agriculture faces. And on the second page, I thought it was such a poignant paragraph, second to bottom paragraph, and I just wanted to read a couple of the sentences there I thought were just excellent. It talked about how farmers face a lot of challenges. It says, but this is not the case, so producers have little choice but to add an unpredictable Washington and media ridicule to the long list of challenges they must manage. To this committee, the criticism producers routinely face seems a strange thanks to those who put clothes on our backs and food on our tables while creating jobs and contributing toward a positive balance of trade. And I think that about says it all, how we feel about the farmers and ranchers in this country and why we exist as a committee and what our charge is. And I look forward to working with this body to further that cause this year. Thank you.
Gentlelady is back. Any other member wish to be heard on the motion? Seeing none, no, we'll call for a question. The question is on the motion offered by the gentleman from Minnesota to approve the letter of the Budget Committee. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. In the opinion of the Chair, the ayes have it. The letter is approved. Does any member wish to file supplemental, minority, or additional views to the letter that will be transmitted to the Budget Committee? recognize Mr. McGovern. You have until February 17th to get
Thank
that
you.
done. Anyone who wants to do that. So, next order of business is the committee rules. I now ask unanimous consent that the text of the committee rules as adopted by the committee on January 22nd, 2015 be open for amendment at any time without objection so ordered. I will now offer an en bloc amendment and ask the council to explain the amendment to the committee rules as adopted January 22nd. Ms. Barber?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll be referring to the paragraph numbers in the en bloc amendment. Paragraph number 1 just conforms the committee rules to the changes made in the House rules for the 114th Congress, and paragraph 2 updates the subcommittee ratios. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any question or further information needed on the amendment? It's pretty straightforward stuff. If not, the question is on the adoption of the amendment. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Being the chairs, the ayes have it. The amendment is adopted. Without objection, the usual instructions are given to staff to make technical, clarifying, and conforming changes to the committee rules. This concludes the business meeting of the committee, and the scheduled hearing for the CFTC will begin promptly at 10 o'clock.